A very good afternoon and welcome to day 19 of the Haynes Build Your Own FM radio advent calendar. First of all, a shout out to a new subscriber, Google It 72. I'll put a link to his channel in the further view more section. He's also building the same radio. It's pretty much the same. It's slightly different front on it, and I'm not sure if its parts are in slightly different order than mine, but ultimately it is the same radio by the looks of it. So check out his channel, and he's there building it in his van with his dog Billy. So say hi to Billy as well. Let's get crack on then and get day 19th of December open. So we're just in here by the looks of it. Let's pop that out, and it looks like another transistor. Let's get this. Come on out. Okay, this is a slightly different one as well, I think. It looks like a BC547. Excuse me. I've lost my remote as well here now. Let's get in a little. I don't know if you can see this or not, but here he is. BC547 transistor. Day 19. So I wonder what that's all about. Yesterday we let's get that out of the way. Yesterday we looked at the double amplification where we added more resistance in line. Try popping that in. Make sure we still work. I shouldn't have tried that, should I? One thing that I did notice, and one of my subscribers did point out, that obviously this loop antenna thing is rubbish. It might work better perhaps in built up areas or something, but here for me it's I'm out in the wilds a little bit and it ain't doing nothing for me. I can't pick up anything with it, so I'm going to be reverting back, if I can find it, to the original wire, which at the moment is eluding me. Ah, there it is, down on the floor. So I'm going to pop back in that little coil that I wound, this one here. I'll pop that back in, and I'm going to get rid of this rubbish loop thing. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get on and see what this transistor is going to do for us. So let's get day 19 open. Let's get it out of just about see that without spoiling what's coming tomorrow. Right, so this is volume control. So up until now the radio volume could only be decreased. Now you've got to increase the volume. V+. Well, okay. An additional transistor is required, which will be revealed when door number 19 is opened. So it's an NPN transistor. It's a BC547C. NPN and PNP transistors have opposite polarity. The BC54C can therefore be connected to the same circuit on the positive terminal. Note the second touch sensor switch has been added. Those touch sensor switches are blimmin'. Ugh. So I've got to add 2 more of these touch sensor. Basically you've got to bare a bit of wire. I know Dave Goglet 72 was having trouble altering his volume, and the reason for that was that he hadn't bared the wires on his radio, which, if Dave is watching, it's these two here. They should be bare, so when you touch them you're actually making a contact between the two wires to turn the volume down. So now we're going to pop a transistor at the top to do exactly the same as this transistor is, to increase the volume, which is good because pointless being able to turn it down and not turn it up again. So yeah. So for the station selection buttons, a 1K resistor is inserted between the two transistors. So we've got another 1K resistor to put in, which, what have we taken a 1K out? Right, looks like we're messing around with the 4.7K at the top lot. So it looks like the 4.7K, I don't know if you can see that. Let's get you down and around a little bit. Here we go. Let's try and zoom you in a little bit closer. Yeah, so it looks like this resistor is changing to currently is a 1K in there, so it's going to be a 4.7K going back in. I think that's all the same there. 10K, 4.7K. Yeah, so we're popping a 4.7K in there. And we're now going to put a 1K across there. So 1K. So this is a safety measure in the event that both of the sensors are touched at the same time. So in other words, if you touch both the sensors at the same time, you could short it out, I suppose. As a 1K resistor is needed for this, the 4.7K series resistor must be used for the LED. Alright, so let's get that done in a minute then. I think Dave has got a little bit better layout in that he's got his all attached to a piece of timber, which is a good idea. As I say, I am hopefully, well, I will at the end of this stick it on a piece of Vero board. I keep going on about Vero board. I'll get some out in a minute, just show you what I mean. For those that don't know what Vero board is. Right, so this transistor, let's get you up. I'll zoom out a little bit actually, I think you should be able to see all right there. Pop in a little bit closer. Right, so this one is going, I've got another link to put in as well. Going up here. Is that it there? One away from that, 2, 3. Push him right down in there. It looks like I've got to bring another wire in to put voltage into the transistor. Let's find my bit of wire again, which I think I've dropped yet again. Yes, I have. So I need a little bit there. Just cut the ends off that. And that's taking the positive voltage. Actually, looking at my switches. Looks like this picture doesn't really equate to my breadboard. well, sure we can work it out. So it's going down to there. Right, time to get the tweezers out. I think this is getting crazily busy, this circuit board now. It's staying in there, so that one is going down. That one in there. There we go. think I'm going to have to go over this and just check all these wires. Okay, so that's my link from the live rail down to feed power into that one. And we've got another link here as well. What's that doing then? Oh, hang on. Ha, no. Wrong. This is the touch sensor thing again. So I've got to strip this totally. I wonder what was going on there. Let's strip that one totally off then. I'm going to leave it long just purely because stick that in that hole. Purely because it's going to be a pain to get at us because of all the other wires in here. To make sure that I can actually physically get to it to touch it as well. Tricky. Okay, and the next one. Just bridging 3, so make it a little bit longer. Yeah, this is really starting to get in the way now, some of these wires. You don't normally need tweezers for breadboarding, but I say this is quite heavily populated. This, I'm not convinced that's making good connection there either. I don't know why I'm waffling, but you know. Okay, let's bend that one down and over there. Cool. I'm going to pre-bend that one. Going in right beside that. Come on, get in there. Hopefully I should be able to touch those two. Yes, I can. And those two. Right, so let's have a look at this one then. So our one case coming out of there. And I did find the other one of the other 1Ks that pinged off somewhere in the distance. So I'm going to stick that one in there. Oh, hang on. Cracking up. No, I need the 4.7K in there. Just showing off because I found my 1K. What's going down there? So I need the 1K resistor going from that terminal. Yeah, this is getting really busy now, this is. And I'm not convinced that this is the best breadboard on the planet either. It's not, doesn't tend to seem to be holding the wires very strong. It's coming down. Okay, we're moving that link out of the way by the looks of it. Hopefully you can see what I'm up to here. I am struggling, which is always good. Okay, so that's that resistor, and I've got to move this little link down one. Doing exactly the same thing there. Still got my 100 nanofarads in there. They're still in there. Right, let's just double check through this. So I've got my 100 microfarad there. Speaker. Got speaker in. 10K and 4.7K. I've got 4.7K at the top, LEDs in the right way around. Got BC547 and BC557. I've got a 1K resistor across those two transistors. Got a voltage down, volume down and volume up. Need to push that over out of the way so I can get in there. Not that anything's going to give you a zap in this thing. Let's get that bent down out of the way just to make it easier to touch those. Well, that looks like it. So, see if I can get a better connection on these. Right, let's give it a go then. Oh, actually no, before I do that I'm going to get this antenna sorted out and get rid of that loop antenna because that was no good. It's going to refer back to the previous days. Just to make 100% sure where that went. So it went from the antenna. Cool. Yeah, I can see where they're trying to take that out because there's not a lot of room left here now. Ah. Let's go from the antenna then. Turn to the negative route. Our antenna's going to go back in where it was before, where it's working quite happily until they decided to chuck a bit of loop in it. So hopefully that'll give us a little bit better signal than previously. Right, I think we're ready to go. Let's zoom you out a bit. Get rid of that out of the way for a minute. See if the beastie works. See, our LED's not glowing quite as bright now because we put a 4.7K in there instead of the 1K, so that's restricting the flow of energy through that. Somewhere we've got something making rubbish contact here, or it's run my batteries out. Actually, I haven't run them out because I've still got that sounds better.
Alan Sparhawker is the lead singer
Cool.
of Low. Hello, Alan.
Well, hello. Yes, hello.
Yes, hello, good evening to you. I think you're in Duluth, Minnesota, would that be right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're in Duluth, Minnesota, just back from a tour and recovering.
Yeah, well, this is a tour which took you around...
Right, let's have a look at this. So this should turn it down.
Norwich, that's where you were on the first, and then you finished in Kilkenny. On the
That is going down. And this should. But it's not.
Mimi is actually the one singing lead
Cool. Cheers.
on Just Like Christmas. So, yeah, we
wet my finger a little bit.
Playing a lot of bars too, so
Just dampen my finger a
You've
little.
got a whole bunch of Christmas
Yeah, that's
songs.
working,
You've
so
got
that's
some
turning
original
up.
Christmas songs, and certainly your treatment of
Down.
well-known Christmas songs is very particular. Where did your association with Christmas come from, Alan?
well, I guess like anybody, you grow up, you have those experiences, the tree.
Yeah, that's working well.
Family, Christmas carols. I don't know. We did one song one year and another one the next year, and then
Very good.
sort of
My phone interfering with it now, I think. Let's extend this area a little bit. I'm just going to clamp it onto my sort of bit of test aerial wire. That should be a bit better.
Much when I came to London, because as you said, there's a great school there, but it's a difficult.
So all South Africans, Zuma's cry.
Venture Chris Philp has called for tougher strike laws, with a High Court judge ruling on whether stoppages
Hang on,
in
me.
critical public services are reasonable and proportionate. Thousands of workers from Crown Post offices have begun a 5-day walkout.
Scan down. Scan down. Oh. Googly. Right, what volume works. As I say, it does help if you wet your finger a little bit, makes better contact. So why is it my down scanner working? I expect there's this bit of wire here, I expect.
So I'm going to, just because he got such a reaction on
Shut down a
Friday, I
bit.
want to play Just Like Christmas again. I know it's an old tune, but just tell us how this came into being.
at the time as a band, we were had been kind of obsessed with Phil Spector and Joe Meek.
Yeah, got a dodgy terminal in this one.
We had this weird organ from the 70s that has drum patterns and stuff on it. And we ended up kind of building the song a little bit up with that. And that kind of makes it, that's why it kind of sounds a little vintage, a little like a dirty record.
Yeah, vintage dirty record, that's what it is, absolutely right.
Came together very quickly, actually recorded it very well.
Thank you very much.
For some reason our switch ain't working now.
Your UK tour, and wish you have a happy Minnesotan Christmas, Alan.
Sorry, what's that?
Have a happy Minnesotan Christmas.
Oh yes, thank you. It will be definitely cold, but we'll thank you. Thank you.
There's Alan Barber, he's the lead singer of Blow the Band, one of them, behind this.
Right, I've got to work out why this isn't working now. What's going on here? Fault finding again. This is going to be something that I haven't done. Some link or something I haven't put in there. Right, let's have a look here. See if we got dodgy connection. No? Strange. Stick it on that beeper. So you should have a connection between that one and that one, but we haven't because I have gone and stuck that resistor in the wrong hole. Ah dear. I told you it would be something I'd done. It's weird because it doesn't look like it lines up. Let's try that again then. Actually, see that I've got resist continuity now, which we have. Job done, I think. Let's have a look then. Turn it down a fraction. Scan the other way. Yes! Sorted. Just me. Turn that down. That's better. Yes, if you look at my diagram here, it's getting a little bit closer. Yeah, basically this this resistor here goes across the two switches, and I had it one row back in here, so there was no connection there at all. So if you look at the circuit diagram here, this is that 1K resistor, so basically there was no connection there at all. So there's no way that the scan minus would work, only the scan plus. There we go. Well, say if anyone else got any questions on it, then give me a shout in the comments.
So this feature, it has a 3-day life, and it's there.
It's certainly working well.
If you are, and if you've got a tricky purchase.
It's multi-container.
Right. Mr. Rose's family and friends, and they've since been released on police bail.
Certainly working better with that aerial. Nice and loud as well.
Somerset in both directions between junction 23 Bridgewater North and 22 for
Right, I'm going to leave it there. Get that battery out. Get out of there. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Don't forget to check out the other channel I mentioned earlier, Goglet72. See how he's getting on. And if you like that, give me a thumbs up. As I say, any questions, please post them in the comments. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.